Episode 12, Late Night. Take. Keoh, you asked for it louder in the edit. You asked for it louder. We're gonna get louder.
Come on, get it up. Get it up. Late night. You love to see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Late Night, Date Night, Daytime, Day Grind. Wherever you are, whenever you are, thank you for listening, watching, subscribing, talking about it, making fun of it, commenting, not commenting.
All the algorithm
Whatever
shit.
you do, thank you.
Thank you. And you. You in the back. I love you. My guy.
One more time for the audience, for our subscribers, our loyal people.
Loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Fucking right, man. We're here.
Ooh, these mics are loud, but the studio is louder.
That's right. They get up in here, man. They're doing it.
You know what I immediately have already noticed that I forgot?
What did you notice that you forgot?
I forgot the laptop to check us.
Good thing we don't use it anyway.
It's a good thing we don't check a lot of facts, and we know I don't type well. So, but I do feel immediately that we've started that I really am missing something major. It's like, you know, this reminds me of, you know, where you're going on a flight.
Yeah.
Or a trip.
Yeah.
You're thinking of everything.
Uh-huh.
I make lists on my phone. I make a list. Okay, even the stupid shit. Toothpaste, boxers, you know, medicine, whatever you need. All of the basic things I think I need. So I make a huge list for the trip. Go through the checklist. Absolutely everything. Every time that I leave the door, I catch an Uber towards the airport, whatever it is, every time it's like a mini panic attack. I'm like, what did I forget?
Oh no, my phone charger.
What? Oh, what did I cannot vacation without my red boxers.
Oh, that's true. You
Like,
can't. Not without the reds.
But most of the time, I don't know what it is. So, but it's that lingering feeling like
true.
I forgot something. But then, just like now, there's that epiphany moment where it's just a moment too late.
It's too late. It's gone now.
I've forgotten it.
You fucked it up.
Not going to leave for you. I'm not going to leave for you.
It's like Home Alone where she's like, Kevin.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. We started the episode,
Kevin,
and I looked down from my laptop. We're going to name my laptop Kevin.
Yep.
Kevin.
Kevin's gone. Kevin's on his own for a long time with the wet bandits.
I feel naked. We're going to have to find answers on the old phones.
It's true. Well,
because I do appreciate that we've been fact checking.
We have been. I got a phone right here, man. I'm ready.
I think it's important to try at least to give correct information.
Well, lucky for you, 99.4% of the things I wrote down here don't need no fact checking, dog.
Oh, good.
They're not even fact related. A lot of them are just questions about you. I got things that only you can answer.
But I don't know if I like where this episode is headed, especially because I feel naked without my laptop barrier. So
I get it, man. I get it. Well,
I'm going to be vulnerable for the people.
Yeah?
I'm going to answer your questions.
I'm
no
glad
matter
you
how
said
ridiculous.
Vulnerable. Perfect. Let's start off strong. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to press one of the buttons while you're figuring it out.
That was a good job. I like the button choice.
The bottom four, I still don't remember what they do, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. First question. The people want to know.
Do they?
They do. You pick your nose?
Occasionally. I'm more apt to go to the bathroom and like snot rocket.
Snot rocket. That's the method.
Well, even
I knew you'd give me something specific.
Yeah.
I knew you would. I knew you wouldn't let us down.
No, I'll keep it real.
You picking, dog? So you're not picking. You're blasting. You're blasting.
Yeah. So like, if I can feel something's going on, I'm like, I don't want to waste my time because here's the thing. So this reminds me of ears also.
So
people use Q-tips to clean your ears.
What do you
It's
do?
bad for your ears. You're not supposed to.
What the fuck do you do?
Because you're pushing the wax further in. You're very unlikely to get the wax out with that method.
I don't know, man.
So my point is the same for picking your nose. You can try to get up there and grind, but I mean, you're going to be doing work. Odds are you're going to miss. You're going to be in there way longer than you should.
Mm-hmm.
So I really prefer if something's going on, I'll go to the sink, get some tissues, whatever, if I'm outdoors in a public space where, maybe someone's back is turned, I can get away with it.
Tissues?
Yeah, because
you're not rocking into the tissue.
Yeah,
I was going to ask what your method.
You don't know, because I'm talking rocket.
I want technique. I want to see.
Emphasis on the rocket.
Show me. All right, give me a play-by-play. If you were a manual on the Garrett snot rocket, like what would it say? Step 1.
It's
go
just
to the
really
bathroom.
about.
Go to a private place.
Yeah,
go to a safe space.
Yeah, you should go to a safe space because it's not socially acceptable.
Step 2.
Step 2 is depending on what kind of force the the rocket we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Do I go tissue? Sometimes I'll just take a shower.
Raw dog it? What? You take a whole fucking shower, dude?
Sometimes if I feel just like super nasty.
Pick your nose.
And my sinuses are congested because I have horrible sinuses. Like my nose barely works. I don't have much of a sense of smell. So it's like...
You're lying, bro. You take a whole ass shower to shoot a snot rocket?
No, I just mean sometimes it helps me clear out my sinuses.
Yeah.
Because then you can do it with the water. Same thing with like the ocean. I can get in and just like blow it all out. I don't have to worry about where it's going.
Yeah.
But I have to clear out my sinuses pretty often.
Okay, all right. So step 3. Step 3.
So I guess in your fictitious scenario...
Yeah. There's no showers.
I'm in a public situation.
Yeah, there's no showers.
We're at a house party. I don't get to shower and set business partners' house shower.
Yeah.
So I'll go to the restroom. I will turn on the sink probably because I don't want people to hear me. That kind of bothers me. I'll kind of like, I will be uncomfortable.
Like you're pooping.
Yeah.
That's a loud snot rocket. You're like,
well,
like
what
what's it sound like?
What if it's like,
sound like a fart?
Like way up in there, like like up in the eyes or top brain. Like so, sometimes you gotta like.
Sometimes when it comes out, you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what weird noise is gonna make, so I don't want to be embarrassed.
Have you ever had a misfire? Have you like shot it on the glass or something? Like,
oh, I'm sure. I can't think of specifics, but I'm sure. Yeah,
just like you had the tissue here and it just was shot that way.
Yeah, like you think you've got it under control and you're thinking this way and the snot's going that way. I mean,
it's crazy, man. I'm picking, dog. I'm a picker.
Really?
I'll pick it, dude. Yeah, because I got like dry ones, like I'm like.
So, but here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing about picking.
Yeah, you wash your hands.
Okay, but you still have to excuse yourself somewhere. So,
well,
what? You're just a fucking sneaking on the jeans guy?
Well, no, I'm a pick and flick, dude.
Underneath the coffee table at Starbucks?
The pick a flick.
That's gross.
I mean, of course it's gross. So's a snot rocket.
It's all gross, but you can't keep it in. Better out than in.
Better out than in.
It's like a good fart.
Like if you're on a run, if you're on a run, you're that guy who's like, blah, and it's like, just
do you see that?
hanging.
Even talking about it, it made me like touch my nose.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting like nose anxiety.
See, but I don't have the gooey ones, dude. I'm just like, get in there. Like I got like short little fingers for how big my nose is. So like I could stick a thumb in there if I needed to. I mean, I'm pretty sure one time I touched my brain.
So like it is socially acceptable to blow your nose in front of people, but I'm not comfortable with that.
What?
I just
You're not comfortable blowing your nose in front of people?
I can do it, but I know with me, it's not going to be like a what? Oh, just a little dab. Let me just dab it in front of you. No, I'm trying to get something else. So I'm going to be like, and then you're sitting there in front of people, maybe at the dinner table. Yeah. People trying to enjoy their Applebee's.
My man's got trauma.
And
I'm
like,
yuck. Ugh.
Or what if like you don't
they just
get
push
it
their
all?
plate away? They're just
What if like there's a little tag along and you just can't.
Nah, you gotta squeeze. If you're using a tissue, you gotta guarantee no tag along.
But that's what I'm saying. But and then your nose is all red. You're in front of people.
Have you ever done the sneeze and just like two come out and you don't have anything and you just like walk away like the walk of shame?
Oh yeah, well sneezes are tough because sneezes are unexpected,
involuntary.
So a lot of people they say like my wife is a sneeze.
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah?
She hates
Is she
them. She hates them.
Is she a big one or like 5 small ones? Like
No. I mean, she hates when other people do it. I'm gonna cut it off at that. But to make my point, like when I sneeze, it sneaks up on me. Like
that's why she hates
I don't
them.
know what's gonna
You're
happen.
Like,
I won't. I'm not like doing it in
you.
someone's face. But I mean, I have like a fraction of a moment to decide how and when I'm gonna deal with it. It's not like, okay, guys, a sneeze is going to come on. I better grab a tissue.
Is that a sneeze coming?
No, it's like mid-sentence. Something's happened, and all of a sudden,
a sneeze.
It goes from this moment to crisis. My brain goes, okay, guess what? We're going to sneeze huge. Where are you going to do it?
All
on this
over
person's
your
face?
wife's face.
Yeah, on your hands. Can I grab my shirt or hands in time? Like it's not my choice.
But have you ever had the one where it's like tremendo snot rocket into your hand and you're like, oh God, oh no.
No, most of my sneezes, I think, because since my nose doesn't really work, it's all mouth. It's all a mouth sneeze. Very rarely does a sneeze come from the nose.
Achoo. Well, yeah.
No, it's more like of a. It's like a scream.
All right, bet.
Like something inside of me is like giving a war cry.
Maybe that is your war cry.
I don't know.
Maybe that's your ancestors.
I think it's a family trait too, because my family has loud sneezes too. Like, do people in your family sneeze like you?
Yeah, I sneeze just like my dad, I think. I know I cough like him. I'm not sure.
You think that's a learned behavior? Or you think that's...
I think it's vocal cord dependent. I think we just have similar voices. So like
or even just like your whole, your nose throat cavity, something going on.
Every once in a while, somebody will let out a wild sneeze, and I actually remember them all in my brain. Like when you brought that up, like one time I was at this hotel, and it was like a breakfast, one of those like continental breakfasts, and this old man let out the most wild sneeze ever, and everybody started laughing at the same time. Like he was like, it was crazy, bro. He like screamed.
He didn't even cover it?
No. Yeah, everybody was like, what? It was a great moment in humanity. You had to be there.
Do you have an embarrassing sneeze story?
I think I told you, yeah. Like anytime you like sneeze and just boogers shoot
No,
out
like
your
like a
nose.
specific one.
I mean, that one seems pretty prevalent. I have to like walk to the bathroom, walk at shame status.
Let him marinate because I have an embarrassing one.
Give it to me.
So this is in college. I was working at the pita roller machine.
Oh shit!
So I'm at work. It's a late night job. If you guys don't know Pita Pit, it is a late night kind of hours place. I mean, they're open normal hours, but they were known to be open as like a late night party spot. Working a late night. Honestly, it doesn't have anything to do with the story, but I'm going to continue.
Just working a late night.
So obviously, I had to sneeze. There's maybe like 4 people in the pit, in the Pita Pit. Everyone's working together.
In the pit.
It's 4 people in the pit.
Oh my God.
I have a sneeze. I'm in front of food. I got gloves on. We've already discussed that I go 0 to panic mode. So one came on, and I didn't know what to do. So I went down. So let's say this is the rolling station here. If you're listening, I'm at the bar top where I talk to the YouTube humans. But anyway, so I'm here, and so I go to sneeze straight down to the floor towards the counter because like this is the safest place. I have people in front of me. I have food here, everything around me. I was like, I got to go straight down. Sneeze. What I don't know, my boss is just underneath me, opening a fridge in that moment, trying to get some pita paraphernalia. And I go down and I sneeze. We're moving fast. He's trying to get something out of there. Yeah. I go down and sneeze, and before I can do anything, I sneeze all over his face. All over his face.
Was he dripping? Like you could see it? It was moist?
I'm more because it's so violent. It's more like a big spray. But, I mean, it was his reaction. It was immediate like... like such an angry put off, but he also knew that like this was not on purpose. This was involuntary. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was frozen in time because I didn't know what to do. What's the protocol? Do I try to wipe his face? But now I'm touching another human's face, and I don't even know that well. He's my boss.
You just let it go, man. You just say sorry.
Does he want to fight me?
Sorry a bunch.
I mean, I don't think that's a fightable circumstance, but I could understand if someone was angry enough that they wanted to hit you. You just sneezed in their face, not on purpose, but then I was obviously embarrassed in front of all these people. I don't know what the protocol was. He handled it like a champ, like a true professional. I mean, his immediate reaction was just like angry, upset, not okay, but also like, what do you do kind of face. He took it like a champ. He just was like, it's okay. It's okay. I was obviously profusely apologetic. And, you know, I assume he just went to the bathroom, cleaned his face, and went back to work. But I was mortified.
That's bad.
Absolutely mortified.
That's bad. I thought, well, yeah, no, mine's not that good.
Yeah, I will never forget it.
Yeah, mine's way shorter.
Well, we're talking about sneezes, though. That's a Cohan line right back on you.
Except I got it. Like I noticed it happen.
That's true. That's true. You got it. That makes me think of like also like I don't want to go down this whole rabbit hole, but like embarrassing fart stories.
Well, mine was kind of that.
Okay, give me that. Give me an embarrassing fart story if you don't have a sneeze story. Then we're going to change topics. I don't want to just talk about bodily functions.
Okay, listen. This one, I mean, hey, this is a good topic. I think it's doing well.
I know you think it's a good topic. I know you do.
No, listen, man. I was in chorus.
It's getting me hot and bothered just talking about this.
I was cool. He brought a fan, bro. Jesus Christ. This guy sweats like no other.
I don't have my computer here to make me feel safe, so I'm going to put a nice fan.
Open her up. So I was in chorus class in high school, and it wasn't just chorus class. It was like a recital. We had to like sing, right? And they had these fancy ass mics that they mic'd like the whole chorus area up with. And I had to sneeze, and I knew we were mic'd, and like we were trying to be like slick, like we wanted to look good and get like a good score or whatever. So I felt like I couldn't sneeze. So I caught the sneeze, and I didn't sneeze. And instead, I let out the most aggressive fart, the most bassy, like aggressive fart on planet Earth.
How is that even possible? You cap one end. And
I exploded. There's nowhere else for it to go. Yo, that's what happened. And nobody believed me. I was like, I sneezed and that's what did it. And they were like, no, you were just laughing. And I was like, no, dude. Like I was holding my face because I had to sneeze. And they were like, yeah, sure.
I was in a math class in middle school, and a kid did the double, but he has the sneeze fart. He went for the sneeze, and that force shot a little butt bubble.
Yeah,
out.
One in the chamber without a safety, man. That's how it happens.
You cannot leave one in the chamber.
I don't, man. I get rid of that thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of people I know that just hold one in the chamber.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Life's too crazy for that, man.
I can't live like that. It's too uncomfortable.
You know what?
I can't walk around for half an hour with one in the chamber.
I forget what movie it was. It was like Jay or Silent Bob or like one of those fucking movies where every time somebody got kicked in the nuts, they farted.
Oh, that's so fake, though. I think that's so weird.
If you got one in the chamber, bro, that's real.
Yeah, I guess that's the only circumstance I could see that possible. I never, funny. Maybe that makes sense now. I never understood. I was like, how does that lead to a fart? That's the last thing that happened.
If you got one in the chamber, that leads to a fart, dog.
So all these people are just walking around.
I like how you don't hold your farts so much that just went right over your head.
Yeah, I would never. Same thing, like if you got to use the bathroom, I'm not like, I don't believe in holding it. Your body's telling you to get rid of it. Why are you not listening to your body? It's got to go.
It's got to go.
It's the same thing. It's got to go.
It's got to go.
Like a sneeze, thank God at least that's semi-voluntary. Can you imagine if those other functions were involuntary, like a sneeze? Like imagine just walking around, or let's say you're in an interview for big business position.
Oh, that's me.
You 4 interviews deep, resume pristine.
Yep.
We're in the last moments of the interview. You got the job. It's locked. All you got to do is coast this conversation home. All right, Ryan, we really appreciate you.
That's like Step Brothers.
That's a job killer. Does that happen in Step Brothers?
Yeah. It's Seth Rogen. He's like, is that ketchup? He's like,
when does it happen in that movie?
Because now the tuxedos seem weird. He's like, I knew the tuxedos seem weird now. Yeah, fucking.
I forgot about
John
that.
C. Reilly just lets out the most wild fart. He's like, I couldn't.
does?
Yeah, he couldn't hold it. He was like, I thought it was gonna be quiet, and then he's like, it got louder. It got louder.
That's the worst. If you think you're gonna get away with one,
They got the job. They got the job, and then they farted. Yeah, or he farted. Oh my God, it's so good.
I can't breathe.
We gotta watch that movie now.
Thank God I got this fan.
Yo, turn that around. Let me get some.
This might be a new addition. I don't think it'll reach you.
Oh, that's nice. No, I don't feel it.
This is a stroller fan
I got a question.
that I use for the golf cart.
A stroller fan that
My
you use for
sister
the golf cart?
got me this. I actually have a couple. I have two. I think my sister got me this one. So you can
That's
clamp it on something.
for
It's
a
made,
baby?
made for a baby. But I put it on the golf cart because it's 1,000 degrees in Florida. And I
you're
just
a
like,
baby.
and I'm a sweat monster.
You're a big old baby.
I'm a
All
big
right,
old sweaty baby.
I got a question.
I got an answer.
Is a townhouse just a multi-story condo?
Yeah, except shitty.
Wait, is it? I don't know. The only thing I know about townhouses is they just go up. It's just a condo that goes up.
No, they're not even condos, I think, because they can be duplexes. Like you can share a wall with somebody. You
share a wall in a condo.
Or a townhouse, you can have your own.
All condos share a wall.
Yeah, but townhouses can be standalone.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Like little mini homes and like a little mini neighborhood.
There's no standalone townhouse. It's got to
Yeah.
at least be connected to another townhouse.
Oh, well, that would be a duplex. But I'm fairly certain a little townhome can be, it can be a standalone.
We'll circle back. I don't know if I believe that.
You know what? If only I had my laptop.
Oh,
Boop, boop,
fuck
boop.
it.
Fan
You
level
know.
3. What's the answer?
All right, dude. Paper or plastic?
Like to wipe with?
What? No, man.
For grocery?
Yeah, the only place anybody asks that question.
I just take whatever they give me for free. Or if
What?
we're back in California, I say, "Fuck, I forgot my bags again. Charge me for the bags."
So you wouldn't get paper? You
What am I
just
to
get plastic?
carry these groceries? I love the person that forgets the bag and refuses to pay 10 cents and carries their groceries out.
I love them too. They're the reason why they do that.
I mean, because it's pretty wasteful. We're an extremely wasteful society.
What do you do with your plastic bags? Because I know the answer is plastic. I've never seen you with a paper bag outside of LA.
Yeah, I didn't even think it was still an option, to be honest. I thought big plastic had taken over long ago. So I thought plastic was it.
They still have paper bags, bro.
Well, I just say,
you're a piece of shit.
when they ask me, I just say yes.
You're a real piece of shit.
No, so I reuse mine as, this is
lying.
so ghetto. I reuse mine as lunch bags.
Lunch bags.
I take my lunch, I'll make a lunch for work. I use them for lunch bags all the time.
All right.
And if they get a little grimy, I throw them away.
I can dig it. I use mine for poop bags.
Oh yeah, you have an animal.
Well,
I
they're
assume-
for him as
I
well.
assume for
We both
him,
use
too.
them. We both use them. Yeah.
You know, these water prices are high. Can't flush all the time.
Sometimes you just gotta pop a squat with a Publix bag.
Very sensitive plumbing in your household.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, don't try to flush a plastic bag. That's for sure.
Plumbing
That's
is
a no-no.
is delicate here.
All right. I think we got to the bottom of that one.
I wish we hadn't. I wish we had some topics that weren't all bodily functions.
That one wasn't bodily functions. I asked paper or plastic.
Somehow it led to
You
poop.
did that.
I did that.
Yeah, you said, which one do I wipe with?
Oh fuck! See what you're doing to me?
I didn't do
You
that.
can't hide behind those vipers
All
with
right,
this nonsense.
You can't turn this one dirty.
You're the one that turns to. I'm usually the one reining you in, and you're the dirty animal that sits here in
Crowd.
this co-host seat.
on, crowd.
You got a nice shirt on.
got my
Today,
back on this one?
half the time it's a shirt with a cock on it.
I would wear that, but I don't have that yet.
Why do I keep? Okay, I have a straw in here, and I keep drinking out of it. It's hit me in the face. Like what? Sometimes I don't know why I do what I
He's
do.
a mess, dude.
I'm a hot mess, literally hot right now.
You're so hot.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Next.
I got homeowners questions.
Next topic.
Your fan sucks too bad for that to work.
I don't think the microphone liked it. We'll find
It's
out.
a baby fan. All right, I got homeowners questions because
Baby, that reminds me, you know Big Boban, the actor?
no,
Boban. He's a gigantic guy. He's a basketball player. He's now an actor. He's in the John Wick movies, in the new Gran Turismo movie.
Yeah, I know.
Funniest thing that stands in my mind is he's supposed to drive the Gran Turismo car, and they're like, Boban, you can't fit in the car. You're too big. And he's like, Boban is not too big. Car is too small. That was the funniest thing ever.
I did see that commercial recently.
Boban not too big. Car's too small.
So you a homeowner?
No.
Me neither. So I got homeowners questions that we can answer for these people.
Okay, for all these people, all of our experience.
So in your experience as a homeowner,
here we go.
Are you a fan of carpet, tile, wood floors, or that fake shit?
Wood floor.
Wood floor. Why?
I'm having a strange affinity towards wood. I like things that were once alive. I feel like they have energy.
And then you kill them.
Yeah, but here's the thing:
walk on them.
But here's the thing: so that energy, I think, can live on and be used and repurposed. I like things that can continually be used, like this bar right here. I repurposed this bar. This is a piece of trash. Someone threw it away, brought it back to life. I like that, like things about wood. Like a good piece of wood can last essentially forever if you take care of it. So even though it had its life, it can still be useful, and I think it still carries energy. So I like things like that. Like obviously I have this random rock. I have a rock just sitting in this room.
That's true.
Because I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's got good energy.
I can dig it. So if you could get bone floors, would you get them?
That would be a strange one. I guess that would be better than like a laminate.
That's true. That's definitely true.
I mean,
I actually agree with you.
What would you get?
I think I would get wood. I don't like the grout in tiles.
Yeah.
As much as I love tiles, grout is gross.
And carpet gets funky always.
And carpet gets funky.
Especially you have a pet. Nasty.
Yeah, nah. I'm probably going wood or that fake shit, to be honest with you. The fake shit is nice because if it gets fucked up, you just roll out some more fake shit.
Yeah.
Like if I had a kid, which I don't, but if I did,
that you know of,
that I know of, if I had a kid, I would definitely want the fake shit because they're gonna fucking just take a fork and like they're gonna fucking fuck it up. And the fake shit, you can just throw it out afterwards.
Just throw it out.
Just roll out some more, and it looks real as shit these days. The fake stuff's good.
Live a life, plan on all the kids screwing everything up.
So guys, whenever you own your home like me and Garrett do, fake shit or wood for sure. Grout is gross. And carpet.
You know what's not fake, Ryan?
Our sponsors?
Our sponsors.
Hey!
Let's see what they're up to. Back in the show, take one.
And we're back. Hey! Yeah!
Welcome back to the show.
Yes.
Love to remind you to press that subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe.
This guy knows.
Trying to get better about all the YouTube stuff.
Yeah, can you just do that shit, guys, so we can stop asking? It's so lame.
And send it to a friend or a relative that you don't like.
Yeah, and if you hate us, like I've said before, just push the like and the subscribe and then close it. That's fine. I'd like you to watch it, but you don't have to.
There's always relatives you don't necessarily vibe with, and that's okay.
I get it.
That's what we're here for. Instead of talking to them, just put on our podcast, put it in their ears, and press play.
Yeah, especially if they're at like, they're like
a funeral, family vacation.
Yeah, if they're on like their deathbed, just give us the views. Just put it on, put the headset on their ears, and just let it ride. And
walk Towards the light.
That's right. No, stay away from the light for the next hour. Then push like, then do what you need to do. Which, speaking of which, I do have a question.
Subscribe and then follow the light.
They'll be like, what does that mean? We were watching the news. Lady was
wait.
We were watching the news. We were watching. I think it was the fucking news. Lady was 108.
Oh, because it was after the basketball game.
Well, guess what? We were watching the fucking news
For like a second, like a hot second.
and it has everything to do with what I'm saying.
I just had to make sure this wasn't like a tall tale, because let's be honest, when are we watching?
See how much of a snitch he is? He wouldn't even let me lie one time. The second he saw foul play, he just sold me out in front of millions.
That's what I'm here for.
In front of billions.
Someone's got to be here keeping the reins on this wild animal.
Well, guess what? We were watching the fucking news on accident, but
I'm the fucking circus tamer.
That's right.
Trying to tame this dancing bear over here. we should get you in a bear outfit one episode.
I am a dancing bear.
I'll wear the ringmaster. You can wear the bear.
Peter will get mad.
And we'll interview someone fun.
I don't think Peter would care, actually, because
I don't think
I'm a
so.
human.
Pretty sure you could be in a bear costume
care.
anytime you want.
Nice.
Especially if you identify as such.
My privilege. If I put a bear in a bear costume, they'll be pissed. But
what if that bear identifies as a bear in a bear costume?
Slippery slope you're going down.
Ooh.
I wanted to talk about this 108-year-old lady before you rudely interrupted me and called me a liar.
The Centurion.
Yes, she's old as fuck, and that got us talking.
108.
What is your age? When you're gonna hang it up? You're ready for your final curtain call.
I don't know if you get to choose.
But if you could, what would it be? What's your age?
Quality of life is the issue. If the quality of life declines at 70, 80, 90, that's the number. For me, it's the moment that I can't take care of myself, walk around the house.
Got it.
Go to the kitchen, use the restroom, any of that stuff. If I have to be cared for.
You heard it here, guys. 38, Garrett.
And if it's my time, it's my time. I'm here.
38 years old. That's when he's ready.
I'm very thankful to be here. However, that's my time. It's my time.
All right. That's good. That's good.
Why? What do you think?
I'm thinking like 47, 48.
Okay.
Everything
it's ambitious.
Everything. I know. That's just, I just feel like after that, like, what is it?
No, look, here's the thing about
They start
age.
getting stressed. You go to the doctor, what's going to happen? Oh.
Look, here's the thing. We're alive in a very interesting time.
Uh-huh.
There is an exponential boom in AI, bioengineering. You name it. Age is being rolled back. Have you heard of Project Blueprint?
Kinda, like in an article.
So
I didn't
this
really
this
read
is
it.
actually a topic I want to go in more in depth. I'm going to graze over it now because I really wanted to come up with some actual information and go over this because I'm pretty fascinated.
All right, skim that surface.
There is a software centimillionaire. What's the word?
I don't fucking know.
100+ millionaire.
Oh.
He is heading off a project called Project Blueprint. That is basically a protocol system to not only stop but reverse the human aging process.
Benjamin Button?
Which he has successfully already done. He's rolled back the clock for his body. I think it's like, to some degrees it's wild. To some measurements it's like to that of an 18-year-old. He is in his 40s, if I remember correctly. This is why I wanted to have some research. Obviously, when I have the computer, I got a fan as my computer. This is like dial-up age stuff.
It does the same thing as your computer.
Either way, Brian Johnson. So he basically lives this protocol where he stays out of the sun. He exercises. He eats an extremely strict, controlled diet. He uses red light therapy for his skin. All kinds of wild things. He has like a 60-pill breakfast of supplements and things he's taking. But my point is that in our lifetime, we are seeing some reverse engineering of what the body does as it declines. Stem cells is another huge one. Stem cells, the FDA in the US finally has some acceptable protocols for stem cell research. They've been doing it in South America forever. But stem cells are doing wonders for regeneration of all kinds of tissues. So, point being, that number may keep going.
Sure. All right. I can dig it.
So we might be able to push to our 108 lady friend and be mobile.
I don't think we're that lucky. I think like right when we're old as fuck and like ready to go, they'll be like, and you can now live forever.
There's a lot of moral quandaries that come in this too, because here's the problem. Population is exploding.
Yeah.
We're what, 8+ billion people on the planet? It's not sustainable. We don't have the resources. So if we don't die enough, we're still not solving the problem. The problem is getting worse. We keep breeding and breeding and breeding, and, you know,
we are dying
there's too many humans. We're dying less. So many reasons. You know, there's not as many wars. There's
no dysentery.
Plague. Exactly. There's no major plagues. We've learned a lot about nutrition, Western medicine.
What's the grand total for COVID? Ask the fan. COVID. A lot.
Yeah.
But not enough. You know,
not nearly enough. We're not talking like Spanish flu numbers, you know, wiping out a population. No. We have very few natural systems now in place that will control human population. Mm-hmm. We know resources are a problem.
Yes.
So we're going to reach a point where even if we can cross 100 as a planet, it's going to be a problem. We're already short on resources. So what good is that? Unless Elon gets us to Mars. I mean, these are problems on problems on problems. But to circle it all back, it's fascinating. We're going to see what AI and what we can do with the future of reverse aging and things like that. So who knows?
It's kind of crazy that guy like is 40, but he's got like the body of an 18-year-old. So he could technically probably live for like 200, but you know he's going to kill himself because his life is so boring.
He looks like a Lord of the Rings elf.
Really?
Because and it's crazy to see. You can look at pictures of him. He was just a software tech. He spends, I think, $2 million a year on his protocols, which sounds like a lot, but if you look at pro athletes are the same. LeBron James spends $1.5 million a year on his body.
That guy spends more on himself than LeBron James?
Yes, but also keep in mind he is trying to make a foundation for a project to lay the groundwork for just to understand and stop the aging process. Oh my God. So this is, I'm sure there are selfish motives, but
so he can
a scientific endeavor.
World of Warcraft.
I don't think he plays any video games.
What? You don't know that. That was like
I don't know that. You're right.
Look at this hater.
But anyway, it's gonna be interesting to see because that's great. All of this is great. I love moving forward as a species. However, we have so many problems tied to it. I mean, resources is the biggest one. Yeah. Resources is the problem.
Yep.
We're going to run out of water. We're going to run out of food. Overfishing the ocean. The ocean's going to be out of fish.
Apparently, you just need these pills.
Yeah, but God knows what those pills are made out of. There's probably resources that will deplete that are in those pills.
Stem cells.
Stem cells is your only hope because those typically they'll take from a human umbilical cord.
That's right.
There was a lot of uproar when stem cell research was first starting about where the stem cells came from, which I get.
Yeah.
But the umbilical cord seems to be a generally accepted, what's the word, non-controversial source.
Yeah, I get it.
Typically, it just gets thrown out.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I have no idea what they do with
people eat them.
Yeah, I have heard that. Well, that's the placenta.
I think I don't know, maybe that it's just placenta.
And it's typically the placenta. Some people say, so the placenta is the afterbirth. It's basically this sack of nutrition that the child lives off of.
But there's no stem cells in that. There's only stem cells in the umbilical cord.
I think the umbilical cord is the most viable and the most non-controversial. I'm sure, I would guess, and I don't remember. It's been a while since I've researched placenta.
I'm pretty sure the most viable is the
But I think there might be, there's an ethical red flag right there.
That's But
the placenta thing is interesting because there's a lot of theory that says that, and I think it's typically the father will eat some of the placenta because it's supposed to connect you more to your child.
What?
Something spiritual that people swear by that consuming some of that placenta will connect you to that child.
Man.
Mother's, of course, connected. She grew this human.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Interesting. In the wild, this is fascinating. In the wild, like lions, for example, As soon as they have a birth, they have to eat it to help keep the scent away from other predators.
Wow.
And it's also a big nutrition boost because when you making a human, you lose so much nutrition because you're literally giving your nutrition to another thing. Oof. And then you give birth to it. And so like when Mama Lion, she's exhausted, she just made a pack of cubs, she will eat that placenta not only to protect, but also to give her some nutrition back.
Wow.
Wild.
That is wild.
We don't do that I know of.
Yeah, somebody does. We're weird. And we don't even have the excuses that the lion does.
Other than the spiritual connection.
That's right. The spirit.
And prices of meat are going up, so gotta do something.
That's a good point. Actually, eggs are wild.
Eggs are getting wild.
What the fuck?
I'm fine with paying more for eggs if it means chickens live a better life, but that's not the case.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Not for any animals living a poor existence.
Ooh, breakfast segue. When you were a kid, did you ever have Pop-Tarts?
Yeah.
What about toaster strudels?
I was just going to say toaster strudel is shitting all over Pop-Tarts.
That was my question. Pop-Tarts or toaster strudels?
But toaster strudels, I feel like, those are premium package.
Right.
I grew up in a Pop-Tart house.
Exactly. Exactly. And I was going to ask that because I was like, yeah, everybody's going to say toaster strudel, but who the fuck grew up eating those actually? Like I would get like one box for every 25 boxes of Pop-Tarts.
People living the good life.
Yo,
I mean, the fresh icing on top of it, that flaky crust. They might even use real fruit in that.
Dude, I was like, what is a strudel? I need this.
Yeah.
And then I went right back to Pop-Tarts because that's what my real life was. I think I had maybe a combined probably 10 boxes of toaster strudels ever in my life, divided between the 5 of us. You know, like that. So that's like one strudel a person per box.
Here's the thing about Pop-Tarts, though.
Yeah.
They last forever. They're like Twinkies in the apocalypse.
Yeah.
So, I'm running late for school, life, every day. Mm-hmm. That Pop-Tart 9 times out of 10 is not getting popped.
No.
It's
just open the bag.
Straight out the box.
Just nom,
in my pocket. It's in my pocket. I don't even have time to eat it. It's getting eaten on the way. It's getting crumbly. I'm putting all the Pop-Tart crumbs in my mouth like this.
Dude, how do you eat a Pop-Tart?
Ideally, I heat it up.
But if you, okay, but then what?
Then I eat it.
You just like this?
I like to break it in half so I can see the middle.
There's a bunch of halfers out there.
Yeah.
I was a halfer, and then I developed a new technology, a new science.
New technology.
Yeah, I've developed new tech. New intel came
Project
in.
Blueprint. Listen up.
New intel came in, and I decided that the best way to eat a Pop-Tart, heated or not, is to break off the little side pieces and either eat those or discard them.
Oh, you're like you cut your crust off a sandwich kind of guy?
But I eat them. But yeah, like I want the middle after. Like that's the better part. You want the middle because you broke it in half so that you could not just see the middle, but gain access.
It's very visual for me, though.
Yeah,
there's something like, especially like my favorite flavor, of course.
It's very visual for you. Yeah. What part do you bite first?
I think it's been years.
Don't you fucking lie to me. Don't you fucking lie. I know which part you eat first.
No, you don't, because
there's only 3 bites that are a possibility.
I don't bite the middle. I just broke it in half.
Yep.
I bite the side of the inside.
That's right. Yeah, side of the inside.
I'm not a psychopath that eats the middle. All you middle biters, you're all nuts.
Yo, the
psychopath. You're all greedy bitches.
You would be a psychopath if you broke it in half, exposed the middle for visuals,
and then
turned it around and ate it like you would have if you hadn't broke it in the first place.
I mean,
that is a psychopath. And if you say you did that, you're a fucking liar.
No, I'm just saying, now that you mention it, I could see myself doing it.
Because you're not okay.
Because it sounds interesting.
Because you have issues.
I would like to... You're kind of guaranteeing the last bite's going to be a good bite.
Yeah. So was I with my way, and you were like, ugh.
I thought you were saying you'd throw the crust away. I hate people that make sandwiches. They cut the crust and throw them away.
I would eat them.
It makes me furious.
Well, I mean, I've never been a non-cruster, but I will prioritize getting rid of them.
And like, what little bratty child is like, oh, got the great stuff.
I don't know.
Bro, boot that child out.
They're probably skinny.
Let's Project Blueprint another one. Let's start over.
Because it's not that I love the crust. I throw it out by discarding it in my mouth. I'm like, I mean,
that reverse Pop-Tart situation is, now these psychopaths are real. People that eat pizza backwards. Eat the crust first.
If it's not stuffed, you better get the fuck away from me.
Even if it's stuffed, it bothers me when people do
But
it.
and then I at least
will allow
understand
it a little more, but
that's fucked up.
I'm an off-kilter individual.
That's upsetting.
And I'm saying that's nuts.
It's not okay.
I'll leave the table.
It's not fucking okay.
If I've just met some people and we all order a pizza, everyone's laughing, we're having a good time.
What are you doing, man?
You know, Johnny A or Sally B grabs that pizza,
name.
turns it around, and starts biting. Bro, I'm putting cash on the table, and I'm getting the fuck out before shit gets worse.
Dude, Sally B's about to snap.
You know what Alec Baldwin said? Never follow a hippie to a second location.
Is that what he said?
Truest words you'll ever hear.
Huh. I never heard that Alec Baldwin quote. What was that, 30 Rock?
If you're in a pizza eating situation and people do a turn and eat that crust first, you better get the fuck out.
You better get the fuck out.
I've followed a hippie to a second location. And let me tell you, it wasn't good.
Well,
Wasn't good at all.
makes fun of us. I followed a hippie to like 7 locations and everything was fine. I never had a bad time. If you can get them to not talk, everything will be okay. So once they start talking, they're like little Messiah complex narcissists in a way. Not all of them, just some of them. They're like so down to earth that they're like, look how down to earth I am. You know what I mean?
Don't go.
The ones that make you like try to make you feel bad for eating a burger. You know the ones.
We met, God, where were we? This is the time when we were in one of the Keys where you fell asleep on the beach and your feet and ankles were sunburned to death, and that was it.
Yeah.
That's when, so that same trip, we met a hippie named Monkey Bitch.
I can't believe you never
This was her name.
That
Monkey
was
Bitch.
her name. She called
didn't make this up.
herself.
Hey, what's your name? Hey, this is Keoh. I'm Garrett. This is so-and-so. We're all nice people. Who are you?
Yeah.
Monkey Bitch.
Yeah.
Dead serious. Other people called her this. So this wasn't like just a joke.
You remember when we saw her that night?
No.
Oh, man. Well, I got a memory for you. So we hang out with Monkey Bitch.
But I followed her to another location after. I'll tell you where we went after.
Yeah. Hung out with Monkey Bitch. He disappeared. He came back. I don't know what he was doing. But
this is a wild event. This is like I think like a spring break.
was
People
a
were
spring
coming and
break.
going. Shit was wild.
we're walking down the street hammered drunk like midnight. And Garrett sees good old Monkey Bitch in an alley. And that was when he should have known that there was a red flag. But not Garrett.
Oh, this is a similar conversation.
He goes, well, I need you to know it was nighttime. By the time we saw Monkey Bitch again, it was hours had passed.
Yeah, so
And
we
you
met up
go,
somewhere.
Hey, old Monkey Bitch. And you walk down there, and she was shooting up heroin, wasn't she?
What did she say? Something wild like you like to get hot. And I was like, what? What does that even mean? Do I like to get hot?
Oh, man. I just remember you walked back like with a scared face. Like, no, we're not going over there. And I was like,
I mean,
shit.
I would wager that if people doing her heroin, I'm not comfortable. I'm getting out.
Yeah, I don't like to get hot, dude. I'm not trying to get hot.
Bro, I'm not trying to get hot.
I don't want to get hot, dude. Fuck that. Monkey Bitch. I can't believe you remembered her.
Freaking dead-eyed.
I mean, I guess how could you forget Monkey Bitch, right?
You want to get hot?
Yeah.
No. I'll see you never. If you're listening, Monkey Bitch, I hope you're alive wherever you are.
Monkey Bitch is not listening.
That was fucking wild. Where do we even start from that? We just went from
Miami,
Project Blueprint to heroin in an alley.
Yeah, well, that's how we do it over here at Late Night.
Oh man,
isn't that right, folks?
it is a late night.
Woo! Yeah! Fuck yeah! All right, shut up.
I don't know if they're. I don't know if they're that wild about it.
Take it easy. They will be. They will be. So what you been watching lately?
That's what I just said. I forgot there's a microphone here. What have I been watching lately? NBA Finals. Been big into the NBA. Who knows when this will come out? Maybe we'll do it sooner and push some of the other episodes back, but this might come out later. So anyway, a lot of NBA Finals and playoffs. I dig it.
The Heat, please.
Yeah, I mean,
play better, please.
You'll watch this in the future, and you'll know what happened, and we'll hope it's good. But other than that, I've almost finished the new season of Vikings Valhalla. I like some of the Viking show. It's on Netflix.
I've never watched it, but I've heard good things.
That, and I've just finally finished the new season of The Mandalorian, which I'd like to reiterate because I know I was just editing a couple episodes ago. I know we talked about The Mandalorian, but I want to say it again. That show is phenomenal.
Awesome. Pretty dope.
I love the sound effect of like when he's doing his cowboy thing.
Oh yeah.
I can't even know how to make it.
It's like whistles. It's like
you
can tell it's like a play on that. But it's not that.
No, not even.
But it is definitely
you know what I'm talking
take
about.
On that. Oh yeah.
You Mando fans, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, some crazy whistle and shit.
Why? What are you watching? Anything good?
Lately, I'll tell you what I just watched. I watched the Into the Spider-Verse movie, and that shit.
Oh, that's right. You were
the new
chirping
Into
about
the
that.
Spider-Verse movie.
Tell me about that.
Is awesome. They changed the art style a little bit, like they.
I noticed that.
They
it's
made
more of
it
like the comic book live.
It was already like that, but I think they just had so much more money that they really delved into it. Like at one point, Gwen Stacy, I know you don't know who that is.
Yeah,
she's in. Well, she's Spider-Gwen in this one. She's like she's in her dimension because you know it's a big multiverse thing, and you
so
could.
Gwen's actually a spider.
Yes. In her dimension.
Nice.
Peter was the lizard guy.
Oh, weird.
And her best friend.
I was going to say he was going to be this like
on accident trying
little,
to save
little side piece boyfriend.
That would be awesome.
little heartthrob. He's the arm candy. She's the superhero.
Yeah, 100%. So when they're in her world at the beginning, you could tell they did like this whole watercolor thing, which is wild. Like it was very stylized and different from the whole rest of the movie. But I started watching the movie and I was like, what in the fuck is going on? Like they muddied up the background. Like they made it almost like a different comic book, basically. Like every universe they go into has almost a different coloring and theme. Slightly. Just enough for you to be like, wait a minute.
Ah, so you notice. I like that.
I did notice.
Parallel universes. I mean, the multiverse is real. Is that the sound effect you're doing? Yeah. All those sounds.
That's that Mandalorian. I wanted to do the main
so
song.
good. There's even like a higher pitch whistle one that kind of sneaks in.
Doo-doo.
That's the theme song. I don't know if we can play this. Cut that. I don't know if we can play all that.
We only played a little.
We're going to let it ride,
Yeah,
YouTube.
Nobody's watching this shit except for all you guys.
That's true, except for you.
But yeah, man. That Spider-Verse shit it's made it into my top 5, maybe movies, definitely Marvel movies.
Well, a lot of theories, like astrophysics, that the multiverse is real. There's just multiple parallel universes happening all at once around us.
I mean, it would make sense. I think.
It's wild to think every moment could split off into a different direction, different universe of what's happening with us and other versions of us.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think it's as feasible as anything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any other guess.
Well, and also our perception. You know,
Yeah.
we are 3D creatures, but can relatively only perceive in 2D. So when you roll it back, 4D creatures perceive in 3 dimensions. So we don't even quite, I think, understand, time. I think time is a construct that Time is a construct that we just kind of live in as best we can. I don't think we quite understand what it really is.
No, of course not. It's wild. It's wild. I don't even understand fully how it moves. We just keep on moving forward. I know that. Only moves in one direction currently.
Yeah, like in physics, the arrow of time only moves in one direction. That's the problem with time travel. But there's also a lot of theory that like everything has already happened and is happening at once. So the past has already happened, but the past, present, and future are all taking place at once. Ooh. So that kind of refutes the arrow of time. If everything's already happening and is happening and already did happen and will happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm too tired for this one. This is a late night episode. We're touching on topics that I didn't research. I wanted to. The Brian Johnson thing. I want to circle back to. Yeah.
We'll come back.
I want to do a lot of research on some topics. We got to come more prepared for work. We are slacking.
I brought my computer.
We got a lot of homework. Here at Late Night.
Yeah.
Final thoughts of the night. We know we got about 60 seconds. This has been a little bit of a wild brain rattle of an episode, but that's okay. We'd like to end it off with final thoughts of the night. Ryan, your final thought of the night.
Final thought of the night. Yeah, you homeowners out there, man, just keep with it, man. It's real tough for us.
Bone floors, homeowners.
Bone floors are coming out. They're going to be huge. If you have any questions, just ask me, and I will ask a homeowner, and I'll get back to you. But other than that, man, all I have to say is that this loser hasn't watched Squid Games yet. What the fuck? So we're going to try to fix that. He hasn't watched Into the Spider-Verse or Squid Games, and he calls himself a cinephile. A cinebuff.
I don't think I've ever called myself any kind of file.
He has.
I'd like to end this last note. Do something you've never done.
Yeah, and start.
Yeah, that's true. If you want to do something, if you want a new job, a new life, a new direction, anything, start small. Try something new. Try something small. Join a book club. Go to a shop you've never gone to before. If you like coffee here, go to coffee there. Try something new. The way I understand life and time as it is, the way I perceive it and see it, is that it's short. You don't have much of it. We can rattle on about the semantics about time, but I think it's the most valuable commodity in life. There is only so much. The sands of the hourglass is always dripping. So please, please, please go do something new. Find something interesting. Try to be good and have fun and see what happens. This is it. Who knows what it all means? I don't know. He doesn't know. We love you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
All right.
We're interested to see how much camera time we got left. I have no idea.
Yeah, I heard a cool thing that was like, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take that first step.
I like it. I hope the camera's still rolling.
That's a good one.
Audio still is, so if that's the last thing we hear, take your first step.
Yeah.
Maybe your last, maybe the first in the staircase.
The staircase doesn't matter.
You never knew.
First step. Yeah.